Hey guys, you know what? I realized it's been like 2 or 3 months since I did a video in the permaculture zone series that I was doing, and I apologize. Just November, December, January, February, just it's all been a big mess. Just everything's going on. Getting stuff squared away though. So I figured we would go for a walk. I would bring the dogs with me. Say hi, Dolly. Come on, Manny. And I thought we would do a walk on our zone 3. And okay, let's refresh. The further out you get from the house, the more labor, time, and energy intensive it is to make it productive. So zone 1 is that area right around zone 0, which is the house, and that's where we do most of our activities there. Zone 2 is a little bit further out, but it's still, we're visiting it very frequently during the week. Zone 3, we visit infrequently, but we still use it to be productive. We still use it to grow food and do other things. All right, we did the zone 1 and the zone 2 tours in the other videos, and so we're out here. We walked out from the house, which is right over there. I don't know if you can barely see it, but we're out here, and our zone 3 starts right on this tree line. Dolly, zoom. She really enjoys coming out on these walks. She's just getting old enough where we can let her off the chain. Dolly, come on. So we're walking down this tree line. This tree line is full of walnut trees, and we can harvest those walnuts and eat them and do whatever with them. And we use this area kind of a storage area too. We got old logs, we got some big hedge there, got some fences that I need to set back up. I was digging through those yesterday. So this tree line, part of our zone 3, and we use it to get food out of. And eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a food forest in here, right in here. The problem arises with the fact that the deer travel up and down this little path that we're on right now all the time. So which is fine. I don't mind sharing my food with them, because they're going to share themselves with us eventually. So as we come to the end of this tree line, we come to our range. Now this is either zone 2 or zone 3. You look at it either way. Quite frankly, we're out here infrequently anymore because we're so busy doing other things that I'm gonna call this zone 3, right? And I use this as a place to recreate and to train. And you know, we salvaged all these tires and repurposed them into the backstop here, so we got a little bit of safety going on. And as we go by here, so I've cut trails down through here, so we can, since this is zone 3, we can do this and still feel good about it. Oh, here comes the little monster. But we come back here, and the other purpose that this zone 3 serves is this is our woodlot. This is where we get a lot of our firewood. And you see there's a huge hedge tree that came down over the fence that I need to get cut up. That's going to be some good firewood. There's probably a good cord and a half of firewood there. But you know, I come down here, you know, technically, if I was honest about it, this trail that I cut is probably a zone 2, because I come down here and walk quite frequently, but it goes right through the middle of zone 3. And as you can see, there's lots of wood down to be cut up, and there's some standing deadwood back here that we can do. Man, you guys should see, I don't know, you should see all the tracks down here. There are a ton of deer tracks coming up and down that path. But we get down here, and this is our zone 3 area. And as we walk through here, you'll see where we've done some logging, and not logging, we've cut some firewood and pulled it out. So this So this area back here is on a floodplain, and the 100-year flood that they had back in 2003, I think they said, this where I'm standing was under about 10 feet of water. It went right up to the backside of our pond. So I got to keep that in mind as we're trying to think of ways to use this area back here. Part of this, probably this summer, is going to get turned into zone 2 area, because we're getting some pigs that are trained on hot wires. So we're going to run them back here in the woods and see if we can fatten them up naturally and not have to put any unnecessary inputs into them. But as you can tell, so like I said, I've cut trails back here, and I come down here and there's a slough back here. The thing we're going down into is called a slough, and it's just a little place where the water runs through when it floods. But this is great soil down here, and I've been coming down here on a regular basis with the skid loader and scooping up some of this river bottom dirt for use in the greenhouse and the garden. It is wonderful stuff, very fertile. You know, and like I said, we do logging back here. We'll go up here, I'll show you. Well, you can see some logs down there at the end of the slough that fell in there that not really good firewood. And then, you know, little stuff like this. I cut the embankment so I could get four-wheelers up here. You know, but here's part of my ongoing firewood cutting thing. This is a great big ash tree that we took down back in August whenever we had our work day, and I've been, oh my gosh, I think I've taken just out of this little area right here, gosh, I think I took probably about 8 feet and got an entire cord of wood. But this is how big the stump is. Yeah, but we got trees like that back here. And like I said, there's all kinds of wood back here to use. But this is how we're going to use this zone 3 area. You know, we try to let it be as natural as possible, but there's stuff back here we can utilize. In fact, I was just down here this morning cutting firewood. You know, look at this, I had the skid loader back here. I want to show you the dirt back here. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is all topsoil, and it's nice and fluffy. The only place it's compacted is where I've been driving the skid loader. But it's oh man, it's very fertile dirt back here. That's not dirt, it's soil. But, you know, and look at the size of some of these trees. You know, isn't this awesome? You know the cool thing about this though? It's mine. The bank doesn't own it. You know, that's what makes this so great. And we're standing here, we're right on the edge of our zone 4, which goes back there. The river cuts back there, and it's a little peninsula sticking out there, and that's our zone 4 and our zone 5. In the next video, we'll walk back there so you guys can see it and get a look at the river and see how things are down there. But you know, the importance of knowing A, what your zones are, and B, how to utilize them properly when you're talking owning land and all that, it's so important. Look at that, we got a cat with us now too. We got a whole what's that movie? Going Home movie going on here. Although not quite sure where Dolly ran off to. Oh, there she is. See your little white tail sticking up out of the slough over there. Now, like I was saying, knowing how to utilize your zones is paramount to making everything extremely productive. And I'm going to come back here too, you know, at some point. I don't know if it'll be this summer or next summer. You know, we're doing things step by step. But I'm gonna come back here and start planting food forests back here too, and just start making it so this is just a hidden garden back here in our zone 3, and I don't have to do too much to it, you know. And like I said, it'll be a lot of sacrificial stuff for the deer to eat and the squirrels and the rabbits, but that's fine because it's going to be here for us too eventually. Now we're making our way back up to the house. This is where the slough comes in and feeds the water in and out. Dolly's over there having a grand old time. Big old floppy ears, big goof. But we're right on the back side of the goat and sheep pasture. Paddock, I guess. It's not really a pasture anymore because I let them overgraze it last year. And there's a whole freaking, yeah, there's a whole series of videos and topics there to show you exactly what I did wrong and exactly what we got to do to fix it. But with everything going on in the world, having something like this to fall back onto and enjoy whenever you get a chance, you know. And I enjoy coming back here. I enjoy cutting wood. It's very relaxing for me. Yeah, there's the back side of the pond, which I need to get up there and cut all that grass and get some good productive stuff planted. Dolly, come on. Well, that's about it for the Zone 3 tour. I hope you guys found it enjoyable. You know, if you got any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down below. We enjoy the conversation. Feel free to hit that notification bell so you know when we drop more videos. You know, if you're new to the channel and you've made it this far, our channel is a little bit of mixture of homesteading how-tos, a little bit of cooking on the homestead, a little bit of preparedness-minded stuff, and just a little bit of mix of everything. You know, we like sharing our experiences with everybody and hearing about your experiences too. So till next time. Dolly, no, Dolly. She was running full bore and looked like she was gonna belly flop into the pond. Just what I need on this chilly day is a wet, muddy dog. Anyway, you guys go out, build your community, build your homesteads. Most importantly, go pursue a life done free. Take care. Thanks, Milo.